Oh, hey everyone, it's MrFlyingPigHD here. Hope you're well. Little video about who I want to see come to Manchester United in the January transfer window. Blatantly isn't going to be who I actually want to come to United, but who I realistically think is going to come to United. Now, what do we need at United? Well, I think after, Paul Scholes started getting to about 35, we sort of were crying out for some sort of a creative midfielder. You know what I mean? Somebody who's going to take on the mantle from Scholesy. Now, I'm not saying there's a Scholes available, because the closest thing you're going to get to Scholes is someone like a Xavi, who blatantly isn't available. So, what do we need? We need somebody who's eligible to play in the Champions League for us. We need somebody who's pretty young, only going to get better. We need somebody who's creative and contributes goals from midfield. Johan Cabaye over at Newcastle. Don't pay any more than 20 million, or even like 17.5 million for that guy, though. Not a penny more than 20 mil, because he is a good player, but I don't think I think there's better players available. But for a quick fix until now, until the end of the season, and it was also going to contribute after that as a squad player, I think fantastic. France international, young, only going to get better, creative, in good form at the moment. It makes sense. It makes sense, to be honest. There's talk about, Gundogan and Royce and players like that. Yeah, fantastic quality players. It'd be great to see them in the United shirt. Should have maybe thought about that in the freaking summer. But no, we didn't do that. So, but realistically, I don't see them coming to Man United until the summer either. And that's if we get Champions League football, which, is going to be a key factor, which hopefully we can do. Let's talk about Coke. Coke from, Spanish dude. He's capped a few times for Spain, which can't be bad. We know how good that team is. To force your way in there, get a few appearances for that Spanish team. Pretty damn good. Young, playmaker, scores goals, looks in good form this season. Don't know a great deal about him, but looks decent. Got a €24 million release fee clause in his contract, so, that sounds reasonable enough. But, I'm not 100% convinced. I think we need somebody with Premier League experience, but, that's just what I think. Plus, I heard Mark Bosnich is in training. He's trying to lose a few pounds, because once he heard Coke was going to be on the premises, he wants to get back into the United squad. So, be best not to get Coke, just in case Mark Bosnich, wants to come back to United in some way. But he won't. What a prick. Anyway, yeah, and who else do I want to see come to United who will realistically improve our squad, who's eligible to play in the Champions League? Good, tenacious midfielder who's only going to get better? Oh, a little guy called Ross Barkley. David Moyes, what were you doing in the summer? Why didn't you go and get him then, lad? Instead, you got that bloody Jackson 5 wannabe Fellaini who's flopped like bloody a slinky down the stairs. You know what I mean? It literally was like Mr. Magoo, as I like to call him. Can't pick out a freaking pass to save his life. God, anyway, so, yeah, Ross Barkley, you're talking about a young English player, only going to get better, looks absolutely quality, been quality this season, in a good run of form, probably wouldn't cost any more than 20 mil either. You know what I mean? If you imagine looking at United's team with Cabaye and Barkley both in it, or squad rather, it just looks a heck of a lot stronger going into those teams where you need players who can boss the midfield and also, pick out that decisive key pass. So I would be really happy to see, best case scenario, I would say, would be Cabaye and Barkley. I also think there's a possibility Moyes might go and get Baines. Raphael's just been injured. Evra's looking a bit dodgy. Personally, I like Evra. I think he's good for the season. So Baines might come in the summer, but he's definitely a possibility to come in Jan. But best case scenario, I say, we get Cabaye and Ross Barkley in, maybe spending somewhere around £37.5 million for both of them. And worst case scenario, well, we get mugged off again and then panic buy on the last day of the freaking window and go and get freaking Carlton Cole for £37.5 million or something. That's probably, what will happen knowing David Moyes and and Edward Wood. So that's personally what I think. What do you think? Who's going to come to United in January? Let me know what you think below. Please comment, and also come and check out my Twitter at MrFlyingPigHD. Let me know what you think on there as well. And give this video a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Let me know who you think is going to come to United. And I'm just going to go now because this video is just completely random. I've just been rambling on. And I'm going to go get myself some sort of a baby sham. So take it easy, have a good one, and a happy new year to you.